There are a lot of stocks down this morning. You had some nuanced commentary on the quarter about how it started off rough with enterprise spending and with churn, but trends tended to improve throughout. What can you tell us about how customers are using the product and the extent to which you're able to sort of insulate against these COVID impacts you talked about?
Sure. Well, thanks again for having me, John. Look, we posted a strong quarter. Revenue was up 26% despite a challenging economic backdrop. We have over 13,000 customers, and I think one really important thing is that our customers are sticking with us. We have over 96% retention from a customer perspective. And that's driven by the fact that as all of our customers are digitizing their businesses and managing this shift to work from home, our platform is working incredibly well. We're supporting beneficiaries of the stay-at-home model like Zoom, Peloton, DoorDash, Shopify, and they're scaling massively in some cases, and PagerDuty hasn't missed a beat. In fact, as the number of incidents has been on the rise and the cost of an incident is increasingly high because customers won't wait, PagerDuty's platform has helped customers improve their incident response performance on average by 15%. So we've been scalable, we've been resilient at scale, and we're doing what we said we were going to do. What we've seen in the last couple of months is an improvement in pipeline, a move towards more strategic deals. We saw a large Fortune 200 biotech company join our platform on our digital operations plan. We saw large companies like SAP continue to invest in digital operations, where they're really leveraging event management and AI to help move from responding more effectively to these major incidents to preventing them from happening in the first place. And I think that really comes down to trust. Right now, trust is the most valuable currency between a brand and its consumer. And PagerDuty's platform essentially operationalizes trust for our customers.
My sense, Jennifer, is that there are a lot of investors who have taken everything that is in data center transformation as cloud and don't necessarily understand the differences. There's a category of DevOps that includes you guys, Atlassian, HashiCorp, so some non-public companies, and you seem to get people reacting to Salesforce and Workday earnings, which is in a completely different category from you guys. Your stock reacted to that, and now it seems to be reacting perhaps to people realizing, oh, well, this isn't Salesforce and Workday. What can you tell investors about the driving forces behind your business and what you expect won't change even through these periods of uncertainty?
Look, we think there are many long-term tailwinds in front of us, including cloud migration, digital acceleration, and the fact that the world has really moved to an 100% e-commerce environment. We are living, working, and learning online. And many large enterprises are still very early in their DevOps transformation and, frankly, their digital transformation. So even though some of this is accelerated, these companies have had their hands full dealing with the transition of workers moving into their homes and digitizing parts of their businesses that have historically been brick and mortar. As they start to find time and recover some sense of normality, they will begin investing in these strategic transitions that are requirements to support a truly digital world. And PagerDuty is a big part of that. You know, I would also say the DevOps movement, while it's been around for a few years, is still very nascent, particularly in large enterprise. And yet we saw new wins this quarter with Dignity Health, Genentech, Pearson, which is a really interesting transformation from a textbook publisher to an online education platform, and even Telnet in Europe. And then we've also seen some great staying power from customers like NVIDIA, Vanguard, New York Times, who upgraded onto digital ops, and Nordstrom and Cisco. So still a lot of momentum there. I think it's just going to take time for our customers who are adjusting to a number of new impacts of the environment. And we've got an uncertain market in front of us.
And at the risk of oversimplifying, I'll say the DevOps market is, for the people who are building and operating the transition to the cloud. These are the picks and shovels, the hard hats and harnesses that they're using to do that work and scale it. At the same time, you did say on the call that industries including travel and hospitality, professional services, energy and utilities that are being affected at this time are 7% of your annualized recurring revenue. How much of a continued impact is those depressed industries going to have? And when do you sense that you might be able to call some kind of a recovery?
Well, look, we're lucky that we have a very diversified customer base, including, many of the industries that are actually benefiting from COVID. And we saw that with expansions from the likes of Okta, Fastly, Pinterest, to name a few. And I think we'll continue to see some of those early adopters invest in a very regular cadence like they have in the past. In fact, I think our mid-market and enterprise customers, a third of them expanded in the quarter, and that's been true for the last 6 quarters. On the flip side, what we've seen with industries that have been more impacted is they're not necessarily leaving the platform, but they are slowing down their expansion, or in some cases, contracting users alongside of layoffs. As the market starts to improve and we start to see these customers embrace new business models, they're going to be doing that online. They're going to be leveraging the cloud, and they're going to need to bolster their security to do that.